Hello, my beautiful souls, and happy February. This year for Valentine's Day, I decided we aren't buying flowers that are gonna die. We're making heart-shaped loaves of sourdough. It's a series of firsts for me, and I wanted to share it with you because we're essentially learning together. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel so we can continue learning together. On that note, I would love if everyone used the comments to their advantage to ask questions and learn from one another, because I really learned a lot from this bake day. For the first time ever, I prepped my dough before my 9 to 5. For the first time ever, I used beetroot powder. And if you've ever made this error before, you know exactly where this is going. If not, I guess you're just gonna have to stick around to find out. And for the first time ever, I put my dough in the freezer, so this is definitely gonna be a little bit of a fun experiment. When I got home from work though, I did notice my dough looked a little funny, but I got right to pre-shaping anyways. I then let my dough rest for 10 minutes and did my final shaping as normal. We are starting off with method number 1, the heart-carved pumpkin-shaped loaf. I don't even know what to call it. You'll need 4 pieces of 100% natural cotton string. You're going to want to lay one down vertically, the next across it horizontally, the third diagonally, and the last one diagonally in the opposite direction. You'll then start by tying the strings together. You'll want to make sure it's tight enough to leave an imprint when the dough hits the heat and starts to expand. You want it to take that pumpkin shape. Once you've tied your knot at the top, you'll grab a lame or a knife, really just something sharp to make a cut, and you're going to make hearts in each of the 4 quadrants. Now that I've actually done it, I can say with confidence, it's actually a lot of fun. It's like one of those little elementary school little art projects. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, the second method is the heart-shaped loaf, which I think is a Valentine's Day classic. Again, you're gonna need string, but only one this time, and don't worry if it's 100% cotton or not. You'll want to start by placing your dough in the freezer for about 30 to 45 minutes. This just makes it easier to handle, but make sure you don't fully freeze it, because we have to be able to cut through this one a bit. Once your timer goes off, you'll take your dough out of the freezer. Once it's on the table, you're going to dust some flour on top. Then you're gonna grab that piece of string. You'll make a line straight down the center and then another line across the center from left to right. These are what I'm gonna call your markers. You'll then use your bench scraper or a knife, just something sharp, it's not that serious, to cut the bottom left line to line, and then you'll do the same on the right. Next, you're going to take the bench scraper again and make a cut from the top to the middle. You'll want to pull the two sides apart and round them off so they look plump and rounded. All I did was just use my pinkies to tuck the dough right underneath itself. It's probably easiest to just place it right onto the counter. You'll see I struggled a little bit to cut it with the parchment paper underneath it. I honestly was just worried that when I cut it, it would get floppy, and so I would have a difficult time moving it onto the parchment paper later. But now that I've done it, I can definitely say I recommend just using your counter or a cutting board because it becomes slippery with the parchment paper. Now, I'm really working on scoring a wheat stock. Believe it or not, I've actually been struggling and finding it quite difficult. I find I either go too deep or not deep enough. So, practice makes perfect, and I figured, you know what better way than to practice today? So, that's what I'm going to be doing, is I'm just scoring wheat stalks all across the top here, but you can really do whatever design you want. You can maybe add another heart, really whatever your heart desires, you do. I want this to be something that makes you happy. Anyways, I'm going to pop both of these loaves into my oven at 450 degrees for about 20 minutes with the lid on to my Dutch oven, and then another 20 minutes with the lid off of the Dutch oven, and we'll come back for a final review. Right off the hop, I promise you, I have never been so confused in my life. You should have seen the look on my face when I put pink loaves into the oven, but brown loaves came out. I found out though that the sourdough acidity actually reacts with the beetroot pigment. Lesson learned. And if you're watching this, try to find an alternative for your red color if that's what you're looking for. Second, looks can be deceiving. Well, I made a small little oops by not tying my strings tight enough. The hearts are pretty cute. Plus, look at how perfect this heart shape is. The crust on both looks absolutely gorgeous. Anyways, thank you for baking with me, even though this was more of an experiment. I hope we all learned something. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like. Until next time, beautiful souls.